What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day out there. Welcome to our little discussion that we're having about voting with your dollars. All right. If you could, right now, I don't know how many people are even here yet, but when you show up, even if you catch it later, share this video out for me, please, because it's important and I'd appreciate it. Go ahead, Rusi.
Yeah, so Cash and I have been talking all day. We, of course, have our friends with us. We've got Sarah, Adam, and Amanda. One of the big things that, you've been hearing Cash talk a lot about, but this isn't really talking necessarily about the brand or the company. This is literally talking about where we are as a country. And a lot of people are wondering, how do I actually make a change? You can only post on Facebook so much. You can only complain on Facebook so much. But one of the big things, since we're on the Streetlights page and Cash's page, is how do we unite? And honestly, the biggest way to unite is by and unite for what we believe is the greatest idea of all time, which is America, is to actually shop or vote with our dollars and being able to do that so we can save money as Americans. We're like, how do we start really pushing this concept that it's not just about like helping Cash or helping Russo or like, maybe I'll try to shop for something new just to help America, but actually pushing something that really defeats everything that we're against and what we talk about on a regular basis. So if anybody's watching, just hang with us for a second because we're going to give some really basic ideas on how we can all help each other and how we can work not just as an Anthony and Cash team, but as a whole team in your own entire life. And I've started to learn this more and more now that I've been using some of the tools and products and everything that are a part of this whole concept. So this is a little bit more informative about what's going on in the world and a little bit about the product, right, Cash?
Yes. And another thing, man, the reason why I want to bring this to you all is because it's rough out here right now. And we have a community of people, with the Streetlights page, the Streetlights Unity Movement. We are a whole community of people and we look out for each other. You guys have looked out for me a lot over the years. Writing me or helping with my kids or whatever the case is. This is my way of trying to give back to you, to try to help you save some money while also maybe earning some money. But the main thing is shopping American. That's a big thing because there's a lot of people that work for American companies that, do the same thing that we're trying to do. And you can help be a part of that. So this is my way of giving back to you without you giving to me. You get what I'm saying? So,
yeah. You know what's weird though? Like I've been having conversations. I accidentally ordered, by the way, not accidentally. I without caring, I ordered my first Bud Light in several months, and somebody was giving me a joke like, "Whoa, wait, there's a purpose to this, Amanda. I see your face. Hold on." So this is what's interesting. I think our voices were heard in the way that we shopped at that moment. We avoided it, but at the end of the day, although there is many issues with Budweiser and Bud Light and all these different things, first off, I don't like Bud Light as a beer, but it was whatever. I digress. But here's the thing. Bud Light is as American of a company in terms of the employees. So what happened was, hopefully the company learned, but there was a lot of veterans, for one. Besides, I think, Home Depot, there's no other major company that employs more veterans than that. So the people that the distributors and all these people, it was affected by the actual shopping, which we made our voices heard. And then I'm ordering one Bud Light and I'm just speaking towards that there's a lot of Americans that work for that company more so than any other beer manufacturer in the world. So that has to be thought about. And when it comes to what we're talking about, we're finding a product that is 99% American minus the skincare and very little things that are and none of it is China. It's either Canada or Italy for the skincare. So I think it's actually very, very very important to have that discussion and realize that this is how we support each other. And this company, truly, the people that make the bulk of the money besides the actual company are us. And the people on the screen below us, who will introduce themselves briefly in a second, these are people that have made a living out of sharing how they shop, not sharing about wraps that go around their body. No offense to that, but not sharing about all the different, you could take one supplement every month or a shake every month. It's literally products that I've been using now on a daily basis, which has made me enjoying it more and more. Sorry.
Yes. So before we keep going, everybody that's watching right now, because I see we have more viewers coming on, if you could please share this video out. It's important. But this is the thing. I'm trying to present an opportunity. All right. Because I know a lot of you already are shopping with us, with this company, with the Freedom Box. All right. And that's great. But we need more people, all right, to shop with us. But not just that. The opportunity that's being presented today is I want builders to come along with us. So it's just not a me and Anthony thing and a couple people that are also building with us. I want more people like you who's, if you're a stay-at-home mother, a single father, stay-at-home father, this is a really, really good way for you to promote America, save money, and also earn an income. So if you're interested in that, that's what this video is for. I want people that want to come on board and say, you know what, I can share. I can talk about this. That's all you're doing. You're not selling anybody anything. We're not selling you anything. Only thing we're trying to do is try to help you save money and buy American. That's it. And that's all we want you to do. So if you're interested in that, this video is for you.
But let's talk statistics.
Yeah, let's get into statistics. And last thing I'll mention is just a really quick follow-up with Cash said. Like this whole concept and the people that are about to talk have been able to completely supplement their living and their lifestyle with sharing a shopping method. That's it. That's literally what it boils down to, is sharing how and where you shop, a store that's got 400 products. It's all these different things. So Amanda, sorry I interrupted, but go ahead and kind of share some of the statistics we're talking about across the board.
No, go ahead. Like, I think Adam was going to talk about marketing.
Yeah. So a little bit of my background. So I'm a professional marketer. I've been doing it for, over 12 years now. And what I want to tell you about is branding. And these big companies, these big, gigantic, publicly traded companies, you have to understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. Their job is to convince you that they are a safe, attractive brand, that they can be trusted. And they spend, let's take, for example, I'll give you one example, Procter & Gamble. Everybody knows the name P&G. You may not know how many brands are under P&G that you may be buying on a daily basis. And their budget every year to convince you that they are trustworthy is about $4.39 billion. Wow. $4.39 billion. That's a lot of money. And they can spend that on psychologists. They can spend that on marketing professionals that know how the human brain works and know how to get you to trust them implicitly and know how to say, we're going to present this image of us so that you do not look at what is going into the products, so that you do not look at who these companies support and the organizations that they support that go directly against your values and our values. It's all about, look here at this shiny thing over here, so that when you see our brand, you think of this funny commercial that we did. You think of this tear-jerking commercial that we did that really tugs at your heartstrings, so that you don't flip their bottle around and see what's going into their products. And understand that this is a publicly traded companies have one interest and one interest only, and that is to return profit to their shareholders. Everything else comes second. Everything.
And I have to interject just for a second, because it literally, if you could see me getting uncomfortable over here, because when you're saying Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, Unilever, these big companies, the illusion of choice that you're shopping, you know, I used to love Burt's Bees, and that was bought up by Clorox. That was brought up by Procter & Gamble. It's the illusion of choice. You think that you're purchasing a product that's safer, better, and in reality, it's been bought out by the big guys. So what we're bringing to you today is something that we don't have consumer liability lawsuits stacking up behind us like Procter & Gamble. And that's what I wanted to say to you, Adam, because you're like, look at how much money they have to do all of this. And I'm like, yes. And even with all of that money, they have no cause or care or concern about their consumers, period. Because they think you're going to get sick and you don't know where it came from. So you're definitely not going to come back and hold them accountable. But if you take a minute to just go look up the things that you already probably have in your cabinet, whether it's your laundry soap, your over-the-counter meds, body wash, shampoo, hairspray, dry shampoo, deodorant, the class action lawsuits are up the wazoo.
And here's the reality is that we have a top VP at our company. He is over all of our personal care. He's over our supplements. He's over our skincare line. He came over from another large L'Oreal. So he's came from that area, and he said, I left that company because we did not have meetings about finding the right ingredients to go in our products. We weren't having meetings about what is going to be the best holistic care for our customer. He said everything is about profit margin. Everything was about margin, which means, hey, you have to find a way to take this much money that you're putting into this product, and we need to shrink that because we need more profit margin. So you need to find fillers and other things that cost less to put in this product so that we can take it to market and we can make our investors more money. That was his job. And he left there to come to this company because he said at Melaleuca, everything is about quality, not just quality, but it's about the whole picture of health. Everything works together, and the same scientists that work in skincare are the same ones coming up with our supplements, are the same ones that coming up with every other product because they know everything works together. Skincare is not just topical. It's what you're putting inside of your body. It's what you're breathing in when you use cleaners. That's why we use the same scientists to create all of our products because everything works together.
And before Sarah, before you guys can continue, like again, so this is on Cash and the Streetlights page, Cash's page. I shared it on my page, and most people know that I don't do this kind of stuff, like share a certain product. And I've put it on Truth Will Set You Free because it's a political kind of concept, and now I'm sharing it on my personal because I've now spent weeks using the products, and I've done the research on what's on the back of the label. It's as good as you're going to get and better than anything you'll get in a store. Can you buy 1-out products that might be good as gold for $40 an item? Yes, probably. But in terms of what you can get, this is as good as you'll be able to get. And I also realized how much money this is not a joke, how much money I'm actually saving. I finally did the whole pour it into the spray bottle as the concentrated item. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got probably 10 things of spray glass cleaner because it's 12X that I would be buying at a price that's drastically more. So I think that this can as a shopping level, this actually will help me and can probably help others. And if you think of it from the business building perspective, to find something that will help people save money that you can actually make money from. And one of the things I believe Sarah will talk about is the fact that the first 3 months you're getting half of the commissions, whatever. She'll explain it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the company is not making any money the first 3 months of getting a customer because they're giving it all to the people that are helping show and sell the product. So I think that's a huge thing to notice. And that's part of the reason why on my own page and personal page, I'm actually talking about this specific company.
Yeah. And I want to toss one thing to Amanda because I think she's done a lot of research in this area because another thing to talk about is a lot of people just don't know what these big companies even support. So forget about the ingredients, forget about all that stuff. All that's important. But one thing is a lot of customers do not know exactly what their buying goes to support. And I think Amanda can speak to that.
Yeah, so I came over here strictly, I'm going to be super honest with you. I came over here because I saw an income opportunity. 110,000%. I knew that I needed to do this. And Adam was the one who encouraged me. He said, this just makes sense. It's laundry soap and your makeup, switch everything makes sense. But I was peeved at where our country was going with every woke company. And honestly, you can't really get away from it because like Adam was saying, there's a huge companies out there that have an umbrella of other companies under them. And I could name a ton: Target, Walmart, Neutrogena, Bath and Body Works, CVS, like Estee Lauder. There's so many that have gone to this agenda, whether it's on public display or behind the scenes. And I just made the conscious decision to say, you know what, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. And if I spend $70 getting these certain things that I need every month anyway, somewhere else, that's $70 away from charities that I don't want to donate to, from products coming from China. And so that was a huge thing for me because I do put my money where my mouth is. Like I said, you can't get completely away from it, but I'll spend a couple more dollars a month if it means keeping America great.
And that's the thing. That's the big part of this. It's the protest. This is a form of protest.
100%.
really saying, you know what, we don't support this stuff that you guys have in your stores. You can't even walk through certain stores anymore without seeing things that you don't want to see. You know, labeling that you don't really agree with, marketing that you definitely don't agree with. You know, so this is a big way for us to protest with our dollars. And that's the only way that they're going to notice, is if we all come together, because there's a lot of people in this country that are conservative, that are, you know, not with the agenda that's being pushed out there right now. And if everybody came together and said, you know what, we're not going to shop there anymore, we're going to support an American conservative. It's really a conservative brand, if you want to be honest. It's a conservative America First brand. And that's what we support. So if we say that we're going to be patriotic and we're going to do these things and we're going to not support these people who we don't agree with, everybody talks about Soros and you talk about Gates. A lot of these people run these places that are marketing these things that we don't agree with. So pull your dollar away from them, shop American, save some money. And you can, like I say, you can earn an income just by telling somebody what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you right now is the way that you get paid. You sign people up to come and shop American. It's simple as that.
I want to speak to what Jenny said. Jenny, if you like, I've done a lot of research on companies, and there's a long list, and it depends. They could have said things over the last few years over Instagram posts or commercials, or changing their not bylaws, but
their policies.
Their policies for behind the scenes. So it's things that you really need to look into. And what are the things that matter most to you? I know what matters most to me morally and ethically. And so I'm pulling my money away from there because I'm personally not okay with my money going to certain things.
Yeah.
Like when you find out that Branch Basics pulled an influencer contract because she quoted the Bible.
Wow.
I mean, for me, I was like, dude, they're off my list. I'm not shopping there. Or SC Johnson, who owns half of the companies that we're talking about, their heir was convicted of child, you know what? I don't even want to say the words. We can't even talk about what's actually happening without being incredibly censored nowadays. So, you know, but it goes a lot deeper. If you read the fine print on Bronner's cast iron soap, you'll see on there what their true agenda is. And when you're standing in the shower with that soap next time, I just want you to take a minute and actually read what's on the label, because you will be appalled.
Cash, don't get afraid. If you read something on the label and you drop the soap, nobody's going to be there. I know that you've got trauma right now. It's okay.
I ain't got no trauma.
Sarah, real quick, because I know we only got a couple minutes left that we wanted to spend. From a perspective of, I mean, you're out of this. You came over first. You brought in Amanda to work with you. Kind of go down the two things, because we had a conversation at your house. Talk about the financial side, and also talk about how the company during 2020 decided to make the shift because there was products that were made in other countries and then they shifted it all over, and they've dropped some products because of it. So explain those two things, and then we'll wrap up.
I'll loosely speak to, you know, an income here, but I think that that's something we can also do in private, because I don't want to make any income claims. I definitely want to give you guys the information, but I don't want to sit here and tell you what you could do. I want to be able to show you the actual receipts, so we can walk you through and show you the numbers, show you under the hood. You can see real life paychecks. You can see the numbers right there. I'm legally allowed to show you all of that, which I love, because if you talk to some of these MLM companies nowadays, they all make these posts like they're just living their best life. But if you ask to see a paycheck, suddenly everybody's offended. So I'll just say that. But, you know, yeah, in 2020, so I started shopping here in 2019 or 2018. I don't know. It's been a while now. February 2019. There it is. February 2019. And in 2020, when everything started to shut down, he actually made the move then and there to not only did he have the foresight to see what was coming and knew that we were going to go into pretty desperate times here in America. So he ordered a ton of product on the back end, where our customers did not see any delays in shipping. They went immediately from being in the warehouse to virtual offices. They handled it seamlessly. And I was a customer for 18 months, and I was thoroughly impressed through all of that. And then when he made the decision to bring everything to America, because we've been a worldwide company for, 36 years. It's only been since 2020 that we've been an American-made company. Only the mascara is made in Italy, so not the skincare. The skincare is made with worldwide standards, so we can get into even the most strictest of countries. But it's just the mascara that's made in Italy, and then like a small 1% comes from Canada, so we say North America. But he brought all that back in 2020 because he saw what was happening. And so we used to have bottles made in China. Those are all made in-house now here in the US. And by the end of the year, they should be able to facilitate the entire country within 48 hours of ordering. And I will tell you, I ordered on Friday and it showed up on Sunday morning. So I always get so pumped when they show up on Sunday mornings because it is so fast, just like that.
I'm shipping it better than
You're
Amazon.
saving on gas. That's another thing. It ships directly to you. You don't got to go into them stores and see any of the things that you don't want to see. This is getting shipped directly to you by an American worker who is, trying to make a living, just like we all are, just like you are. It's all in-house. That's the important thing that I want people to understand. We are supporting American business. That's the whole key here, supporting American business. And also, like I said, if you share this, because they don't pay for advertising or marketing with this company. This is all word of mouth. They make over $2 billion a year just off of word of mouth because of the people that shop and that are pleased with this company. You're not going to find
in commissions, right? Is that $2 billion a year in commissions, or is that revenue?
They've paid out almost $8 billion in commissions to families like ours.
This is exactly what I was just about to say. People that shop here make money and save money. That's the beautiful part about. There's no other business in America that is doing that. That's paying people to shop with them, giving you a price that you can afford, giving you a product that you're going to love, that's going to last longer than anything that you get from the store. This only makes sense. And this is why I'm so adamant about it, is because, like I say, I want to give back to you all. And this is the way that I can give back without you having to send me anything. I share a product with you. I sign you up. You start shopping there. Now everybody's happy. Then you sign people up because you told them about it. And you're like, hey, check this product out. Check out this store. They go and they shop there. Now you're earning an income because you're getting paid off of what they ordered. And the reason that they're able to pay you for ordering is because they don't pay for advertising, marketing. Everything is in-house. It's not coming from across seas. They don't got to pay them costs. They're paying you to be a loyal American. That's it.
Cash, I want to add that what's great about Melaleuca too is that if you're not satisfied, they have a 90-day empty bottle money back guarantee. And Target doesn't have that. Nowhere do I know can you get your money back with an empty item. And that's why they retain customers at 96%.
I mean, they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you order the wrong BB cream for your, us ladies out there, you get the wrong color, they're going to make it right. They're going to ship you a new product. They're going to give you exactly what you're looking for. Or let's say you order a scent of the laundry soap and it's just not your favorite. I really challenge people to call and complain because I'm like, listen, go see that they need. They will stand by their word. And once you have that customer service experience, that's why people have been shopping here for 35, 36 years,
And,
I'll give you a
guess what, everybody? Guess what? This is the great part about it. When you call customer service, you're talking to somebody that is employed in America that answers the phone, that can understand you correctly and clearly and wants to help you solve your problems. This is why there is no issues with this company. This is why they have 100% satisfaction guaranteed, because you're going to be satisfied all the way around. Even if you're like, I don't like this color, I'm going to send it back and I already used it all. Here, take this back and give me the right color. They're going to say, oh yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it. Here you go. This is a win. All the way. I'm telling you, it only makes sense.
Let me give you a crazy example. And this is obviously, this will be fraud. So this is why we called them right back, but we didn't get a box. It said it was delivered. We didn't get a whole box of our products. It got delivered several doors down and we didn't know. We were like, hey, they said it was delivered, but it wasn't. So we thought somebody may have taken it. We called customer service and they're like, hey, you know what? No problem. We'll just send you a whole nother box. We said, thank you so much. And then we learned that the box was around the corner. And of course we called that customer service and we're like, geez, they're about to send us a whole nother box of stuff. And we're like, hey, we just found this box and it was down at a neighbor's house. We didn't know, can you stop? Can you cancel the order? And they're like, well, it's already being shipped. And we're like, well, we'll send this box back. They were like, you know what? Just go ahead and keep that box too. Don't even worry about it. We're just like, who does this?
I think we could speak to their character for hours. Yeah, I have stories. I've only been a customer here since 2019, but every single time I find myself around anyone from the corporate office, I'm learning more and more about the character. It speaks volumes, the things that they have their hands in. You can go direct to the website and go down to the bottom. There's a careers button. If you're interested in a job, they've been named like the best employers in America multiple years in a row. But you can see what they've got their hands in and where their money goes. Like when we had the hurricane, I was telling Anthony that the CEO sent his private jet stocked with, I'm a Florida girl, sent his private jet stocked with generators, gas cans, power outlets, everything, and sent them for his customers in the field to make sure that his customers were taken care of. And that month, they actually waived everybody's orders and just took care of it because they knew that people probably weren't thinking to get in and shop or anything like that. And they didn't want people to get, stuck with a product that they didn't want. So it's just crazy. But, we were talking a little bit about referring. And I think one of the cool things is everyone's looking for a solution right now and a way to make more money. The economy is getting harder. And I think we can all agree that it's not going to get easier this year. I really don't want to lose hope because I know that's what the enemy is after. And I believe that we can vote with our dollars and we can make a big stink, like Anthony said. And what happens if we hit these companies where it hurts? Because you know what? They're hitting us where it hurts every single day.
Yeah.
Our bodies, with our families, children are injured by these products every single day. Your grandmother is, developing aggressive cancer because of these products today. And like respiratory health, all of it is under attack by these big companies that ultimately we're out there trying to make a dent in. And I'll tell you, 60% of Americans can't afford a salary cut right now. 65% of Americans can't afford a $1,000 emergency expense. And it's not going to get any easier. So everybody's looking for a way to build up a repeat income that's going to compound over time and give you more breathing room. If you can pay down your debt, you can invest more. You can have more resources. And I think right now, that's what money is really all about. It's a tool. It's a resource. Everybody wants to be able to plant their garden, have their land, have clean water, and all those should be a right. In America nowadays, if you can't pay, you don't get to play.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're out here doing, is making a difference beyond the box. Like the box itself is going to make a difference in your home. It's going to make life easier. It's a safer solution for you. It's going to save you money. It gives back to your country and to the people you care about. But beyond that, Cash can help you. Anthony can help you. I can help you. Adam and Amanda, you've got a support team that can help you build and generate what you need to bring in more resources for your family.
Yeah. So let me bring this all home.
But hey, Cash, because I'm going to let you wrap it up, I just want to say one last thing, if that's okay. And I think we're over on time, so you want to just wrap it up at that point, if that's all right.
Go for it.
So one of the big things I want to mention is I think a lot of people know my belief on network marketing, and I want to be completely transparent and honest with you guys, and be the fact that I don't want anything to do with anything like that. And the difference I've noticed, like I've gotten to meet Sarah, I met Adam, like the reason I avoided anything like that, and this is not considered one of those companies because it's actually e-commerce, you're shopping and buying goods, is the fact that since they've reached out to me, I've actually become better friends with them. I didn't even know Sarah. Amanda, I knew through political posts and stuff like that, but like she reached out a year ago and I was like busy, and then Cash, of course, Cash found it. He's like, I think this, it fits what we do, fits our brand, and it allows us to actually do something that makes an impact on the economy and people's lives. So it's one of those, I always wanted to avoid it because I wanted people to want to pick up the phone when I called them. And the opposite of that fear has happened here, where it's like, I know what I'm doing now that I have used the products, started to share the products. I'm literally like begging my mom. I'm like, there's some good stuff you can use. There's mold-free coffee. There's all these different things that I'm like, you guys, that it makes me want to share more and more. There's Cash with the mold-free coffee. And then also the other issue is a lot of those network marketing companies go all over the place lately, and a lot of them have dipped because they're a flash in the pan. They've got 3 products, or they've got 10 kind of products that people don't really need. I believe as though it's around 400, but this company has 450 products. So it's not a flash in the pan. That's why it's been around for 30 years, and people can monthly continuously shop for the stuff they would be getting at the store. So it's an incredibly powerful thing to share. That's why it's not only good to shop, but from my perspective as somebody that hates the idea of being like, how about you jump on my Zoom? It's actually been something that I know that I'm helping people while I'm doing it. So that's my final statement. I know we've gone over. Cash, go ahead.
All right. So yeah, that's exactly what he just said is exactly why I love this. All right. Because we have grown to have like a little family thing going on, and it's pretty dope. And I want you guys to be a part of that as well. All right. Everybody that's here right now that's watching, I'm not going to feed you no bullshit. I'm just not going to do that. I really believe in this brand. I really have adopted this as my brand, and I want every streetlight to be a part of this brand because it's America and this is what we're about. You already know my messaging. You know what I'm about. You know my positivity. You know I love this country. Patriotic as hell. All right. So I would love for everybody to join this team. Right now, I am looking for people who want to literally be a team, like all the way in and come and be a part of this with me and Russo and Adam and Amanda and Sarah and talk with us. And if you're somebody that sits at home and you don't really have nothing going on and you need an extra oomph in your income, then talk with us. Let us bring you in with us. And you do the same thing that we're doing right now. You don't have to have a following of Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or TikTok to make this thing work. It's just you talking to your family, you talking to your friends, you talking to people at the grocery store. They even have a meat line. No hormones, no antibiotics, healthiest cows you ever seen in your life. And the meat looks great. And I'm a vegetarian. It makes me want to buy a steak. Right? Straight up. Seriously.
So good.
I want you guys to be a part of this. So anybody that is interested, I'm going to give you Russo's personal cell phone number right now. Take down a pen. I'm not going to do that. Just DM me, DM Russo. We're going to be intentional right now for the next hour. We're going to be looking in our inboxes. All right. I'm going to be in my inbox. You know, my page on Facebook is Cash Kelly. You know, my Instagram, the Cash Lee Kelly, as you see on the screen. You know, my TikTok, and YouTube doesn't have DMs. So if you're watching me on YouTube right now, then get over on Facebook and shoot me a message and I'm going to respond and we're going to do this. But I want people that are willing to do exactly what I just said. Tell people about this brand so we can grow it and protest with our dollars.
For people that are on YouTube that want an easy thing, I put the Jot form in, fill that out, because what we'll do is after our Truth Will Set You Free show tomorrow night, we'll do an intro call right after. We'll make a call for people to come in. We'll do an intro call, and then for those that have already been a part of the business for a week or two or whatever it is, we will then do an explanation call where Sarah and Adam and Amanda will hopefully help us. I know that at least one of them will be on there. And then the people that are asking, we've said it a couple times. I know we're not really supposed to say it on social media, but it's Mella Luca. So I didn't say it all as one word so that it's more allowed. Adam was breaking the rules left and right. So I said we call it the Freedom Box just because they don't want to just to keep getting pushed out there like some random name. So that's what it is. The Jot form is there. Fill it out if you already know. There's a couple people asking about seeing the products. We will show that on tomorrow night's call.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's all I got. I think we could probably wrap it
You
up.
can go right over to your shopfreedomboxinfo.com and fill out anything they want to get in contact with you guys there also. And if you do want to check out the products, you can go over to Shop Freedom Box, or is it just, do we do shop? Or no, we just did freedomboxinfo.com. Freedomboxinfo.com. So
And you can put for the Facebook people, you can put interested in the comments like Cash did the other day, and that's probably the easiest way for us.
Or just message me because I'm on here right now, and
like,
I'm
I
going to
wanna talk to you
on
all.
this.
Just
I'm going to
like-
call you
just shoot me
like how I've been doing. I'm going to get on the phone and we're going to have a nice talk, video chat. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to go. All right. So if that's all, everybody good? Everybody straight?
everybody's
We're
good.
straight here.
I'm straight.
All right,
You were the
go
one that was
America.
just in federal prison.
I know you're not straight, Russo.
Now he's trying to make it so
God, I don't know
awkward.
what happened to Cash. No idea.
You make it
So with that being
awkward.
said, everybody, I appreciate you for tuning in. If you haven't already, please like this video right now and share this video out because this is how we grow. All right. So if you can help us grow, I'd appreciate it. Share this video out. I love you guys. Unite. Don't fight. Be a street like as only you can be the change you wish to see in the world. And when you get too stressed out, you got to remember to pray, America, because without God, everything falls apart. Ain't that right, Russo?
Woo! Let's go.
Yeah, brother.